"I have something that might interest you," she said. "How old is she?" I'm not always a smart aleck with the people I love. When I'm asleep, they tell me I don't say much of anything. It's not a she. It's a he with a pretty good story, a great story, a life changer. Not into guys. She sighed and plowed ahead. "Have you heard of Terrell Conley?" That was like asking a history major if she'd ever heard of Alexis de Tocqueville. "I know he's facing the needle." "Right. Next month." "Wonder what his last meal will be. How do they choose that anyway? Shrimp and steak or lobster bisque, macaroni and cheese? How can you enjoy a meal knowing you only have hours left? Or what movie to watch? What would you choose?" "I know his wife, Olita. She wants somebody to write the story from his perspective. The whole family does." I laughed. "In 30 days or less. They've scraped up some money. Not much, but it could probably help." "How much is probably?" "I don't know exactly, but I was thinking you could call Gina and find out I'm not with Gina or the agency anymore. She dropped me. Said it was a hard decision on their part. I guess they took a vote." "I'm sorry." "Just another bump in the literary highway. I don't think writing is my thing anyway." I said it half-heartedly, coaxing some kind of compliment. "You're a great writer," she obliged. "You haven't had as many opportunities lately, but—" "I haven't had any politicians who want to be president or sports stars who've been accused of steroids approach me in a few years. That's what you mean," I said. "Where did you meet Olita?" "Olita. I met her at church." Groan. How did I know that was coming? I paused at a sand castle that had been constructed with several 5-gallon buckets. Towels and chairs had been abandoned for the moment. Water filled the moat, and I heard laughter from a bungalow perched like a lighthouse above. A couple in love. "You must have some idea of how much." "A few thousand. We didn't talk about that. The important thing, it's not just an opportunity for you. It's for Aiden." Now you're really getting cryptic. You want to back up? "Terrell's wife is in a study group with me. She's known about Aiden's condition for years, always asks for updates. Terrell came up with the idea. He wants to be a donor, a second chance for Aiden." I should have been doing cartwheels. Our 18-year-old son could get a new lease on life? Instead, I was skeptical, like any good journalist. "Ellen, there's no chance. Do you know how long something like that would take?" "It's been in process for a while." "Why didn't you tell me?" "You haven't exactly been available. The prison system, the authorities, they'll never let this. The governor is taking it seriously. I've heard he's working with the legislature. It's not a done deal, but there's a chance." The governor. The hair rose on the back of my neck. "Ellen, there's some law firm in Tallahassee salivating at all the appeals and counter-appeals that are going to happen. This is less than a long shot." "Yeah, but right now it's looking like a pretty good long shot." There was emotion in her voice, and for the first time I noticed noise in the background. "Where are you?" She swallowed hard, and I imagined her wiping away a tear. My wife has had plenty of practice. "At the hospital again," she said. "I see you." I cursed under my breath and away from the phone, not just because of all the hospital bills I knew were coming my way, but also because this was my son. I'll be honest, the bills were the first thing I thought of, but picturing him hooked up to tubes and needles again crushed me. "How is he?" "Not good. They're monitoring him. Same story." "How long have you been there?" "Since late last night. He was having trouble breathing, lots of pain. He asks about you." Guilt. She had to get that in there, didn't she? "Tell him to hang in there, okay? Come see him. It would mean so much." "Yeah, I will." I said it fast, though I knew I'd have to launder all the cat hair from my clothes, because Aiden's deathly allergic to cats, just like I'm allergic to the inside of the death chamber.